Mal gucken, wäre ja cool, wenn wir das Investigation noch heute durchkriegen und dann nächste Woche wieder mit dem Fast Trial anfangen können. Hier erstmal hier hinten, das ist näher. Ich habe gerade gesehen, dass das Achievement für Hiro The Sixth Nonsense heißt. Ja. Sehr schön. Gut, dann schauen wir mal. Hammer. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. With blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away.
What?
I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. Dankeschön. Ja, natürlich. Gibt's hier sonst noch was? Oder war das jetzt schon alles? Gehen wir erstmal zum Nurses Office. Kann ich mich teleportieren? Scheinbar. Ich wollte jetzt nicht direkt hier hin, aber ist ja jetzt gleich um die Ecke. Da. War gar nicht so schlecht als Teleportationszielpunkt. What are you investigating, Celeste? I am not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I am simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two ago. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then, the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time.
Indeed.
I'm just drinking the blood on the floor. It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Okay. Ja, Mülleimer. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? No, wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood.
Oh.
Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Justice Hammer 3, the one I was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. What was? Oh no. A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Parched? Kenn ich gar nicht das Wort. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me though, I'm not a vampire. Oh, dankeschön. Wohin jetzt? Oh! So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. Oh, you have. I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yasuhiro's message has been added to the truth bullets. So he said to go to Hiro's room, but what's waiting for me there? Hopefully not Hiro begging to have my organs again, because that was not fun. Schauen wir mal. Wo ist überhaupt sein Zimmer? Da nicht. Da auch nicht. Scheiße. Ich glaube, das ist hier hinten. Ja. Irgendwas mit viel Haar. Viel Haar. Door's unlocked. Oh, I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Im Hilo-Land. Ich schieß dich gleich ins Hilo-Land. This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? Seriously, more importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? Oh my god. Yep. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something's made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo-Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Okay, maybe Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? At least her head. The rest is still missing. No, is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo-Justice showed up too. Robo-Justice? It's Hiro, wearing the costume.
Okay.
Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the second floor. You think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time? Anyway, I have to head to the pool. I ran off to the second floor as fast as I could. Moment. Nee, ich wollte gerade sagen, ich speichere mal eben, damit ich notfalls vor dem nächsten Mal hier nochmal kurz weglaufe und ein paar Geschenke kaufe, weil ich weiß nicht, ob jetzt danach schon das Gericht losgeht oder nicht. Aber ich glaube, die werden mich jetzt eh nicht, werden mich eh nicht gehen lassen. Kyoko, and
I mean...
Oh man, I have had the worst day. Hiro? Hiro?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
Who else would I be, man? That's a good question. Well, why do I look like this, man? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati, man?
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean.
I still can't believe you kicked me, man. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, carrots my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. It is indeed. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Well,
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
it's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind?
and?
First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Well, I mean, I have no idea, man. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up, and then I was here, man. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me to just look at you. Yeah, just to look at you. Well,
Let me out of
I
here!
don't know what's up with this thing, but I can actually get it off, man. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
You got it all wrong!
I didn't make the stupid freaky thing!
It would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. We're free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then...
More to the point, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a sec.
Honestly...
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Is that a kid?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. I saw the blueprints myself. Das stimmt. Ja, me too.
Could it be...
Ja, vielleicht sind seine Haare unglaublich flexibel. Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
That's terrible!
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else.
What?
Tie me up. Oh, hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves a fair treatment. He deserves fair treatment. Nicht, kinda. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about, man.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them.
Please!
Or killed you? I have no idea what you're talking about, man. There must be a fake Hiro running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
What the heck?
Oh, you know I'm the only one. Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, he now started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
Die Vorstellung ist allerdings auch recht lustig.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hiro could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again.
Ah.
Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's 'cause you're a girl, man. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces of the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good. The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Just a second!
See, I told you it was impossible. You are absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hiro's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same but fits them, man.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hiro's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible!
Which is how we know it was him.
What?
I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening, man. Could someone, like, tell me? Jetzt reden wir mal alle an.
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Then
Perhaps
perhaps...
she really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you are quite protective of her, yes? That's because she's helped me out so much up until now. If I were the mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup. She looks like she's lost in thought. I don't think she's in the mood to talk. I better leave her alone. Gut, ich muss Hiro ansprechen dann.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand, man? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Mikado, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Hifumi. What? 2 people, man?
Just the
Why
worst.
are you freaking out? You did it.
Please!
I didn't know, man. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then...
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Hifumi were fighting over alter ego, right?
I'm at least 30% right.
Alter ego and Archie Hiro must have done... Die hat erst nur bis jetzt durchs Leben geschafft.
Correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please!
Unfortunate.
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm telling you, man. You got it all wrong.
Oh,
I
so
know.
then.
That note. Note?
Um...
Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole. Maybe we can use it to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep, man.
Hey!
Real killer probably drugged me or something, man.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So...
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that.
Huh?
What? Really? I told you, someone's trying to set me up, man. Secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me.
Ah.
If that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still better check, right? Yeah, they preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me.
Ah.
I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean!
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket.
No way!
It looks like I lost it.
Ah.
Yeah, of course, sure.
Please!
You gotta believe me, man. I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck, for serious? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hiro. No, it's like us.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broke, and that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation. Someone help me, man.
What are you saying?
Just be taking we haven't found it yet, you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right?
What?
You're right, I need to look for the second suit in that note. Feet don't fail me now. I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko and Genocide Jack to switch with me, but if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? I want you to help me with the investigation.
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. Don't reject me so simply.
Anyway,
Anyway, I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
shall we go?
Thanks, Nala. Shall we?
Hey,
So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? Can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
anyway.
It's not like I see them every day, except, well, since I started here, I kind of do. But no, still not every day. Anyway, we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Oh, sorry. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They are in the repository. I guess we should head that way for now. Moment. Hallo. Nächsten Block. Ist hier, glaube ich, hier hoch. Oder? Ja. Ich werde ja die ganze Woche ein Ohrwurm von diesem Lied haben. Oh, Moment. Nein, zurück. Beziehungsweise, lass mich nochmal eben speichern. Wenn ich jetzt noch frei rumlaufen kann, dann mache ich jetzt mal einen separaten Save. Dann kann ich nämlich eventuell, wenn ich die Zeit dazu habe, vor nächsten Sonntag nochmal den Save laden, neue Geschenke kaufen und dann bis wo auch immer wir jetzt noch hinkommen spielen. Zurück, aufholen, bla. Fumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Okay, was das rausgefunden.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Tucker always wore on his left hand? Oh, stimmt, hatte eine Uhr. He did?
whew.
Are you so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. I just suck at paying attention. Anyway, so you said he had a watch.
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands that are moving, right? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And and if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6.
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. You, how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he started pointing. Stimmt, das stand da, oder? Stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that bedtime for all the little boys and girls. Tatsache.
In other words,
Schön, wie das Spiel schon diese Kleinigkeit mal vernünftig einbaut. Ja. So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because...
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
Hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that
I
right?
wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Das ist, glaube ich, noch der alte Text, oder? Das hat er zumindest nochmal zusammengefasst. So, did you find anything?
indeed.
I did, more than I'd expected, to be honest. Look at this. Wad of paper.
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants? Wait, see you.
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like... Oh, and it smells. It better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. A note. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. For now, let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
so...
That sounds very familiar. That's it, it's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However,
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Na, wer hat aufgepasst? Last night someone slipped a weird note under my door, and here's what it said. I found a hole, but I can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the reg room at 1 a.m. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6 a.m.
is that right?
Hold on, just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Oh,
So...
part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. The note Hifumi had.
Hey,
And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand, but if Kyoko thinks it's important, I'd better keep it in mind. E-Handbook. Uh-oh. Passend zu 11 Uhr, was? Na, dann gehen wir nochmal runter.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we'd better get going. Okay. Cool. Ich speichere hier auch nochmal. Kann ich jetzt noch Geschenke kaufen? Geht das? Nee, jetzt kann ich das nicht mehr machen. Okay. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation. They were gathered by the red door. Gut. Es ist krass, wie gut das heute passt, ne? Also vom Timing her ist es jetzt jeden Moment genau 11 Uhr und wir stehen genau vom Class Trial. Als hätte ich es so geplant. Ich meine, ich habe mir gedacht, es wäre cool, wenn es so kommt, aber jetzt finde ich es doch lustig, dass es so gut passt. Also dann habt ihr jetzt eine Woche Zeit, wilde Theorien aufzustellen und euch schon mal überlegen, wie es ihr aus den ganzen Clues so macht. Und ja, dann sehen wir uns. Dann sehen wir uns nächsten Sonntag mit einem neuen Class Trial und einer neuen Exekutierung. Also, gute Nacht und bis dann.